been malfunctioning. I don't know how long that last video was malfunctioning. I just noticed the thing now that it was dee. So apologies if that last part of the video was not easy to follow. Maybe I'm not supposed to post it. Maybe it's that way for a reason. Maybe I'm giving out information ahead of time, and maybe that's not to be. So I'll review it, see if I post it, and if I choose to post it, forgive that part. I guess I was on a real roll there, was I? Anyway, I think that was the whole exercise, was to know that we can physically use our bodies, turning it into a light body, and go and return. And it's the return part. And in order to return, it's like Kung Fu Panda 3, there has to be people here praying for you and believing that you can return. So when we say we all want to see the second coming, we want to see Christ return, then I think that is a conscious request we could make and start saying, hey, thanks God for Christ's return. You want to see, if it's possible, if somebody can go and come back, we want to see it too. And then how do we know that? How would we know that that we can leave our bodies and come back? Who would be able to tell us that? Mary Magdalene, in an era that feared to acknowledge the power in women, the Gnostic Magdalene shows the independence of a virgin and the spiritual wisdom of a priestess. As the very first to proclaim Christ's resurrection, she is the apostle of apostles. Yes, she is, because she had to be the first one to acknowledge his return because she knew him. He was the other half, and she was the one who first appeared, and it's her job to proclaim the reappearance of the Christ. So that's how we'll know the Magdalene, and proof of it is when the Christ returns, she'll be able to say, hey, Jesus has returned, and this is who he is. Or maybe she won't share who he is or what body he's gone into. Maybe she'll just say Christ is on the earth again. Christ is actually here in a physical body. And I believe those people that are vibrating high enough will be able to hear it, see it, and meet him. Everybody listening who thinks that's a load of crap and when they hear that message he's returned and they ignore it, then they won't meet him and they won't know it. And that's okay, they're not meant to. But those of us who are awakened and are able to hear that vibrational frequency and know and recognize the truth in it, then those are the ones that'll come to see him, and he'll be able to be in a room with him, and they'll know it. There's a lot of Christed beings on the planet right now. There's a lot of people that are carrying that frequency for us. But as far as the person himself goes, I think we've made him into such a hero. He's a person and a man, and just trying to be the voice for God. Just trying to allow the words of God to come through him and to be the spokesperson, be the vessel that speaks those words so God can talk to his children. And we want to honor people that can do that. Our problem comes when we don't know who to trust. So I guess the relationship starts with, can you trust yourself? Start there. What do you trust about yourself? Can you trust that when the time is coming or come for you to hear God or know Christ or to receive God's knowledge, wisdom, wherever he's leading you on his journey, can you trust yourself to know it if it comes and not listen to the naysayers and people that doubt you or laugh at you? Will you be able to know? And I'm going to make a real strong statement here. I would say the same people 2,000 years ago that were able to really know Christ was who he was, probably are going to be the same ones this lifetime who can hear it, know it, and know who he is. And that was a handful or so, wasn't it? You think about that. Yeah. Do you think you'd really be one of the people that knew him? So, I guess when I make a video for Twin Flames, this is what I always end up talking about, because they're the ultimate flames. So they're the flames, ultimate flames, because what they are saying is we are the Adam and Eve of this planet. We are the mother, father faces for this creation, for this reality. This is our planet, these are our people, and we're coming forward to say, we're here, we're back. You guys seem to be in a lot of trouble, so we're going to come back or bring awareness to you and help you wake up and lovingly tell you, everything's going to be okay. Don't go into the fear. But just look for signs, and we'll keep you posted. God's got your back. Anything you need to know, He's going to come through and tell you. So have faith in that. Have faith. And have faith in yourself that when He does, and whoever He uses, whether it's a male or a female, or however He gets to, trust that He loves you and He would let you know. He would place that knowing in your heart. Because it probably won't be in everyone's heart. That knowing wasn't before. And the privileged are those who are blessed by God to hear His voice and to know His Son. Be one of those people. Ask Him. And then pursue Him. Put God above all. Make it your life journey, your quest to know as much about God as you can, to spend as much time with Him as you can. And that's the best journey, man. That's the best journey. That's the best. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. Seek ye first God. That's the best relationship, because then everything else is a walk in the park. Sure, stuff happens. Sure, life will go on, and you'll experience highs and lows and deaths and losses. That you're not going to run away from that. But it's how you handle them, and it's how you go through them. And when you can go through them and walk hand in hand with God, know you're never alone. And again, this other thing that's also been on at me lately, and that you're not a sinner. You are here experiencing what it is you're here to experience without the blame and shame and judgment. Just go, oh wow, this is what I learned. This is what I'm here to do. This is what I learned. And you're not broken. No one needs to fix you. And you don't have to apologize for the way you are. God's in you. God's in you. And He just wants you to experience and enjoy His creation. Let's love it. Let's love Him, and let's love one another as best we can when we're in that awareness that we should be doing that, right? Okay, I hope that's, point made.